Okay, so with regards to vinegar in particular, it's a very common question that we get. Now, we know that vinegar in and of itself, its initial properties that it came from, in terms of how vinegar is made, initially it comes from some aspects which have alcoholic properties. What happens is then this initial substance then goes through a number of chemical changes to give a second substance, which is vinegar. So you have the initial constituents and then you end up with vinegar. Now, because the initial product, it changes into vinegar chemically, the ruling will also change. So we now have to look at the end product. What is the ruling for the end product of vinegar in and of itself? Is it intoxicating, for example? And a number of fiqh councils all over the world have looked into it, and they all say that vinegar is fine. There's no issue with vinegar whatsoever because it does not hold any of those intoxicating properties. So let's say, for example, I don't know, you have your fish and chips and you have vinegar on your fish and chips. No problem with that. It's not intoxicating. And whenever we look at an Islamic ruling, we don't just look at what it initially came from, the initial properties, but we look at if the properties change, then does the ruling also change? And here, it no longer has the intoxicating properties, so the ruling changes and it is permissible, it is fine, bi-idhnillah ta'ala.